Right. A very good morning. It's the 27th of June, 2025. We're doing a Verse community call. Today is a Friday, 27th of June, midnight UTC. And yes, welcome to the call. Today we're going to be doing a public consultation on a new Verse step that's in the ideation stage. And we're taking this opportunity to share it with you folks in the Verse Lounge who have early access to this information, and also to the public who is watching this video recording and later on in our socials. So you can join the conversation on this public consultation in our Verse Discord. So join us there, or in the Verse Telegram group, the Verse Lounge. So join us at guild.xyz/verse. That's where all the follow-up conversation is going to happen. All right, so for today's call, it's going to be a public consultation. We're going to be doing some discussion on early stage ideas about this new Verse step that we are thinking of. And we're inviting the community to give feedback on the concepts and some of the talking points that I'll be going through. We will be looking at some inspirations from existing references of how others have tried to address this problem with their interpretation of the solution. And we'll be exploring what success could look like together as a community. Right, so again, this is very early stage discussion. It is meant to inspire feedback from everybody. So feel free to join us in our channels in the Verse Lounge, guild.xyz/verse. So join us there and participate in the discussion. All right, so as I have leaked in the first two slides already, this whole topic is about alpha signals. All right, so if you don't know what it is, don't worry. I'll just briefly go through a very quick introduction about what alpha signals is. But if you already know what alpha signals, I think you're gonna be appreciating what a lot of the things that I'm going to be talking about on this call. Okay, so in a nutshell, if I could explain alpha signals in one line, it would be it's information that you receive from anywhere that indicates a trading opportunity. So a trading opportunity means it indicates an opportunity to buy or sell something. It doesn't have to be crypto, but buy or sell something. And in doing so, gives you some above average returns. All right, so meaning profit. All right, so if you take that action, if you see the signal and you take the appropriate action, you will get above average returns. Okay, lots of qualifiers there. Don't flame me for it, but it's not guaranteed and blah blah blah. But okay, let's put the qualifiers out of the put them aside for now. Okay, so we all know we should qualify such statements, but generally I'm trying to boil down to the essence of what an alpha signal is for the general public. It's information that you receive, and if you take action on that information, you could get some above average returns, right? So lots of disclaimers there. We'll come to the disclaimers later. All right. So in essence, that's what it is. Okay. So what are some examples of alpha signals? Basically, these information would inform a trader. Right? It doesn't have to be a professional trader. It could be an everyday trader. It could be you and me off the street. Anyone who's just getting interested in trading something. It doesn't have to be crypto again. So this information will help the trader make a decision. Right? So, for example, if you are into trading already, you would know technical analysis, how to read these fancy charts on the right, these fancy charts and what these means, and there's several tools that you can use to analyze these charts. Right? So that's called technical analysis. It could be reading news articles. So reading news articles, crawling through social media, crawling through your preferred news outlet, which I hope is news.bitcoin.com, to get your daily news and information about what's going on in the industry of a particular project, or even it doesn't have to be crypto again. It could be stocks, so of a particular company or stock price or index movement. All right. Another form of alpha signal could be going onto exchanges. So if you're talking about crypto, it's a centralized exchange or decentralized exchange, looking at who's buying how much, what is what they call the order book, so buys and sells on both sides of the platform, and see what the volume of buys and what the volume of sells are, or potential buys and potential sells are. So that's order book data. So if you're not talking about crypto, if you're talking about something else, it could be the stock exchange and seeing what the orders are there. So it could be your preferred stock exchange platform that you use, right? And finally, with all of these information, trying to piece together or what the action you should be taking, right? So all of these individually can be considered as an alpha signal, and together it forms a very strong signal to either do something or not do something in this trading environment. Right. So I hope this gives you for those who are not familiar with the concept, I hope this gives you a very general approach to what alpha signals are and how it benefits the trader. So it could be an everyday trader, you're sitting on a desk looking at 6 monitors, 8 monitors, trying to figure out what the signals are and trying to interpret them. Or it could be an average Joe on the street with just trading on the mobile. So everybody from a day zero crypto user or day zero stock trader, right? So as a retail trader, would rely on an alpha signal all the way up to a very experienced trader, both in stocks and in crypto, right? So everybody relies on alpha signals somehow. So first question for the public consultation is, how many of y'all are professional traders, experienced traders, perhaps wanting to get into trading? So I'm curious about this. Let me know what's the current, where you are on the stage of your journey, of your trading journey, right? And what kind of style are you trading? Are you day trading? Are you swing trading? Are you holding? Just buying and holding? Let me know what you're trying to achieve as a trader, right? And of course, if you're already on this journey, you will be going to news.bitcoin.com to get your announcements and latest news, or your preferred news provider. And of course, you will be going to the bitcoin.com self-custodial app to check the markets, right? Or your preferred, whoever markets that you want to, market platform that you want to check. Yeah, so you get your signals, or traders get their signals from multiple sources, and sometimes you prefer one source because it's more accurate or it's more catered towards a particular thing that you want to look at or interested in. So different traders may have different preferences about where they go for their information. Okay, so a question here now is, where do you get your alpha signals today? Which platform are you using to get your news? Which platform are you using to get your market data, and perhaps your order book or sentiment data? So let me know. I'm curious about this too. Okay. The challenge is when you get really deep into the practice of trading, you will find yourself that it takes a lot of time, energy, and effort to craft this skill and collect all the signals that you are that you either you believe in. They are very strong signals, or they are very well kept secrets of the trade. So sometimes when you're a new trader, you don't know where to start, and you don't know what you don't know. Right, so it's a whole body of knowledge that you need to acquire to become proficient trading, and it takes a lot of time. And time is scarce. You have family, you've got work, you've got friends, you've got business, you've got entertainment to do. Very little time to craft your trade. And some are just not interested in analysis at all, and they shy away from technical analysis and perhaps trading the news or not trading the news, right? Or perhaps they just focus on one indicator because there's so much to learn, and it just takes up too much time. And again, it needs practice and dedication to sit down and look at the signals, look at your trade. Did it perform well? Did it fail? And why did it fail? Or why did it perform well? And recording all this down so that you know that the signals you are acting on are high quality signals. Right? I mean, that's my bystander experience, right? But I wanted to hear from you too. Do you face these challenges as a trader, or someone getting into trading, or maybe someone who's day zero in crypto? If you just got into crypto last week, and are you facing these challenges already? All right. So let me know in the chat too. All right. So there are some tools that are available today that help to solve this issue. All right. So you may have seen landing pages out there where they claim to have secret alpha that you can get access to, or email newsletter that we will send you weekly digests that you will up your trading game. So you've seen, I'm sure you've seen your fair share of these. So usually it's a public newsletter. Get your free copy today, but when you sign up, you realize that it's a VIP. It's a VIP preview, and you have to upgrade for more information, right? So have you seen these? Are you part of these? Did you sign up for a VIP newsletter? Well, maybe the biggest question is, do you even check emails at all? Is this relevant? Is this channel relevant to reach for companies to reach out to you today? So let me know in the comments. All right. So with the rise of crypto, Telegram has also gained in popularity, and a lot of the Telegram groups have niched themselves into providing such a service of alpha signals. So some groups focus on purely news signals, sentiment signals. Some focus on only charts, and some give a mix of, or it's a mix of crypto and stocks and what have you. All right, so there's a wealth of groups out there. So the question is, are you in any of these groups? Have you found them useful? Do you like being in these groups, or is it too noisy? What I've seen in Telegram especially is that most of these are gates. So if you can't join a group, it's mostly the public group. You got basic signals, maybe it's an ad or two, and then you have to pay a hand and a leg for VIP access, which I've done once or twice, but after a while it doesn't make sense. Right? So has that experience been the same for you? All right, let me know. Oh, and to qualify, it doesn't make sense because the quality of it doesn't make sense for me because the quality of alpha signals coming out of that VIP group was not impressive. So I wasn't impressed. So were you in any VIP groups? Were you impressed? I'm interested to hear your story too. All right, and another case study that we have is the everything all-in dashboards. So I think you've seen these apps out there. It's a very Web 2 kind of service. They're providing, basically they're consolidating all of the information in either crypto or stocks and providing it in one portal for you, and saying, okay, these are some of the signals that are available. This is what the market's doing. Here's some news, and so it's everything in the pot. So again, basic can be free, monthly subscription. Are you using these kind of tools? If you are, tell me why you are. If you're not, let me know too. All right. So, with all that in mind, the big idea of this first step, well, I call it Verse Alpha AI. All right. So it could be AI or not, or that's a discussion for another day. But basically, this thing, again, AI or not, has only one job, and that job is to find high quality signals. All right, high quality signals, and once that is found, it will send the alpha signals to channels to our customers. Channels meaning the Bitcoin.com mobile self-custodial mobile app, our Verse Telegram groups. It could be the current Verse Lounge, or we could spin up a new one. The implementation detail doesn't matter at this point, right? And or it could be a standalone Verse Alpha dApp that we create in the future. But the main idea is that this Verse Alpha has only one job, and is to find high quality signals and make sure they are good and actionable upon. Right? And with that, send it out to people. And I would say stop short of making the recommendation, but saying this is the facts, this is what it is, it's up to you to take that action. Right? So they kind of de-risk us from being financial advisors. Right? So a lot of disclaimers there, I know. So disclaimers. For another day, just talking about ideas. So one implementation of this is on the screenshot in the middle. So for example, one area where this alpha signal could be presented to a user is in the market screen. So okay, you see a notification, perhaps candlestick pattern, rising hammers detected on 15th of July. So what we're going to do with it, you can trade now. Okay, and for those in the know, you already know what to do. For those not in the know, basically a hammer, it's one of the positive signs of a reversal, meaning that the price will be going up, perhaps in the future. So it's a strong signal of a reversal. All right, so I just put it that way. Whether you want to buy or sell, it's up to the user to decide. Okay, so we are solving the tough part, which is to detect with a very high quality what the signal is, and that is the main job. Secondary job is to send it to the customer, which is the Bitcoin.com user, Bitcoin.com mobile app user, or a member in the Verse Lounge, or one of our new dApps, the Verse Alpha dApp, for example. All right, and there's so many examples out there that I raised, like why are we the best to do it? So 3 points. First is that we already generate so much information in news.bitcoin.com, and very timely information. So our news team is one of the fastest in the industry. They provide very precise, factual, maybe I'm biased, but very accurate and neutral, objective articles on news.bitcoin.com. So we have that information on hand already. Why not use it? All right. Second thing, we are already presenting markets data to our users. Right? So why not put analysis on top of it? All right. We already have that data. Why not do it better? Right? And we already have the tech and the audience. Right? So seems like it's a holy trinity. Let me know if you think otherwise. Again, open for discussion. Unfortunately, I'm not able to disclose any numbers here, but you have to take my word for it. All right. How we're gonna make money? So it's very similar, very familiar business model. It's free plus a basic, free for some alpha signals, the basic alpha signals, perhaps with a little bit of delay. And if you want more monthly subscription, inverse, of course. So after hearing all of this, do you like the idea? Or do you hate the idea? Will you subscribe to this service? All right, and where do you want to see it? Do you want to see it in the app? Do you want to see it in the Verse Lounge? A new mini app, perhaps? Or a standalone Verse app So that can be one of the options, right? So let me know in the chat. Again, join us at guild.xyz/first. That's where all the downstream discussion happens. We will return to this subsequently, and we'll go through some of the feedback on perhaps a second follow-up call. Right? But the big question I want to ask is, will you pay money for this? Let me know. And if not, what are the conditions that will make you pay for it? All right, so that's all for the big idea that I want to share. The next steps, we want to gather community feedback from all of you folks who are listening. So thank you so much for your attention. Join us in our forums on Discord in the Verse Lounge. So that's where all the conversation happens at guild.xyz/verse. So join me there. We will be going through some design iterations and we'll test the designs with you, shooting for an MVP. And if we do get there, perhaps it will be a lifetime access sale that we'll be doing. All right. What this means for Verse, so we have always been seeking more utility for the Verse token, and this is one of the examples of how utility can be can come about for the Verse token. And of course, rewards for holding and using a token. So for our committed users, committed holders in the Verse Lounge, thank you so much for being with us on this journey. Of course, there will be rewards for you when this launches. The assumption here is that if we are solving a big problem, a big pain point, users would be interested to use the product and pay more for the superior service that we provide. Meaning, paying in Verse, meaning demand for Verse token will go up. All right, and of course, when more folks whose problem that we solve come together, we'll get a stronger community of like-minded members. All right. And why are we doing all of this? Again, we believe that Bitcoin and crypto will be used by everyone around the world one day. So we are here to make crypto fun, easy, and rewarding for everyone, for the next generation of users and more. Right. All right. So that's all for the public consultation. I hope this was meaningful for you. If you are an experienced trader, let me know. Perhaps you can DM me in the Verse Lounge and let me know your experience and pain points. Do you like this? Don't like it? I think that's a very important data point. But if you are just a casual holder too, I want to know your opinion about this. Do you like it? Will you use it? Will you spend money on it? And that's what I'm interested to know. All right. So to wrap up, join me in the Verse Telegram group, guild.xyz/Verse. We are also on Discord, and look forward to receiving your feedback on this public consultation. Cool. Let's wrap up the session here. So I'll see you next week, Friday midnight UTC, for another Verse community call. And that's all for the session today. Thank you so much for joining, and have a great day. Bye.